Welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. Today marks the end of prediction season. Back in June, we kicked off our preseason predictions, and guys, today we conclude with the Conference USA, which means we will have predicted every single team within every single conference in college football. So it's a very, very monumental moment here, very exciting time, because Monday we will have our playoff predictions, and starting Tuesday, we'll be talking about the regular season, week 0. Regular season talk from then all the way until the end of the national championship. So great things are ahead, guys. Before we can get to that regular season, we've got to talk about the Conference USA. And before we can do that, we've got to tell you, please continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share the videos here at the Gridiron Expert, guys. Become a part of our ever-growing GE Nation. And you can continue to do that also by checking out everything down in the description below, including our expert picks, over on our website, thegridironexpert.com. Make sure to go sign up for those today, guys. Some of the best college football and NFL spread picks in the entire country. You can also go check out our Gridiron Expert Discord server. Gives you the opportunity to chat with me and hundreds of other college football fans across the world year-round. So if you just want to talk college football, go join our Discord server. It's free. The link is down in the description. And we want you to be a part of it because that means you're a part of our GE Nation. So guys, let's take a look real quick at the Conference USA. 11 teams, no divisions. Top 2 teams will be meeting in the Conference USA Championship game. And up at the top, it's probably no surprise for you, we have UTSA, Texas San Antonio, and the Roadrunners. Last year, they were kind of the nation's darling, right? They were the biggest surprise team out of the country. They started the year 11-0. Lost to North Texas in the season finale, won the Conference USA over Western Kentucky, and then lost their bowl game to San Diego State to finish the year at 12-2. They do lose their star running back in Sincere McCormick. They also lose their offensive coordinator in Barry Lunney, who moved over to Illinois with Brett Bielema. But their star dual threat quarterback Frank Harris is back. Zachary Franklin is back as his top wide receiver threat, and UTSA does return 5 starters on defense. They will have to go through a very tough start to the year, guys. They face Houston, Army, and Texas in their first 3 games. So a 1-2 or maybe even 0-3 start is possible for the Roadrunners, but they should coast for the most part through their conference slate. They're number 1 in our standings. Underneath them, UAB, 8-4, 6-2 in conference. Last year, they went 9-4, ended the year with an upset victory over BYU in the Independence Bowl. The big thing to watch out for the Blazers this year is the fact that they don't have Bill Clark. Bill Clark stepped down as head coach from the Blazers, kind of unexpectedly during the offseason. So how they respond to that will be interesting to see. But they do have a lot of talent. Dylan Hopkins returns at quarterback. Dwayne McBride returns at running back. The defense is always extremely stingy. 7 starters are back on that side of the ball. They were 16th overall last year. And it should be noted that historically, since their football program was rebuilt and reborn, UAB is very, very good at home. And they do get to host Texas San Antonio this year. So watch out for that game. Western Kentucky in at 3rd, 7-5, 5-3 in conference. Here's the thing. A lot of people are going to be upset about this. They went 9-5 last year, made the Conference USA Championship last year, had the best, one of, if not the best offense in the country last year. But the reason they were so good is because they had a quarterback named Bailey Zappi and an offensive coordinator named Zach Kittley. Well, Zappi is now with the New England Patriots. Zach Kittley is now the offensive coordinator with Texas Tech. The Hilltoppers are going to take a little bit of a step back. They lost a lot. 7-5, 5-3 to me isn't too bad, considering they do bring in another veteran quarterback in Jarrett Dagey from West Virginia and do return 7 starters on defense, although the defense last year, not too much to brag about. Underneath Western Kentucky, UTEP, the Miners are looking for their second straight winning season since 2004 and 2005. They're searching for back-to-back winning seasons for the first time since 2004 and 2005. The Miners surprised a lot of people last year by winning 7 games and getting to the postseason, and they have the talent to do it again this year. Their quarterback, Gavin Hardison, returns. If he can improve on his accuracy and decision-making, the Miners' offense can continue to trend in the right direction, especially since they return Ronald A. Watt back at running back. Factor in, the Miners had a pretty stingy defense last year themselves, 7 starters back from a unit that ranked 35th nationally last year, and I think UTEP has all the pieces to get back to the postseason. They should hit that 6-win mark, maybe could get to 7 again, but should at least get to 6 and go back to a bowl game, which as a UTEP fan, if you are one, that's got to be the goal and something to get very, very excited about considering the years of misery you had prior to last year. The last bowl team we have in the Conference USA is Florida Atlantic. Willie Taggart's squad last year, guys, went 5-7, but they started the year at 5-3. So 5-3, just needed one more win to go bowling, and they lost their final 4 games. The offense should be a little bit better for the Owls. N'Kosi Perry returning at quarterback. Remember, the transfer QB from Miami. It's the defense, for me, that's a major area of concern for the Owls. They should be able to navigate their non-conference schedule relatively well and should be able to pick up an upset or 2 in conference play to reach that 6-win mark. I believe the talent is there. Just got to go 500 in conference play, and I believe the Owls have enough to do that. And they're a little anxious as well. Knowing they were 1 win away last year, they're not going to let the postseason slip away this year. The rest, guys, we can go through rather quickly. Again, 11 teams here. We only have 5 of them going bowling. So we're almost half of the conference we do have going bowling. The first one we do not have going bowling, though, is Middle Tennessee. And here's the thing. I hate betting against Rick Stockstill. I love Rick Stockstill. Love the job that he's done in Murfreesboro. Obviously, the loyalty he has to that city in this program. But the problem is the Blue Raiders have some major questions at the quarterback position. They have major questions on offense as a whole, an offense that was 96 nationally last year. And while I do return 6 starters on defense, a unit that's probably going to have to carry the team for the majority of the year, you look at the schedule, and it's brutal. A road game at James Madison to open the year, a road game at Colorado State, a road game at Miami, a road game against UAB, and then, of course, drawing UTSA and Western Kentucky. We're not here to say all those are going to be losses, but if they were, that's 6 losses right there. That means they'd have to win all their other games just to go bowling. To me, the Blue Raiders will be competitive like they always are, but they're going to fall short of the postseason. Over here, North Texas, the Mean Green. They started the year 1-6 last year, won their final 5 games to go bowling, lost their bowl to Miami, Ohio. The key for North Texas is the run game, right? The run game averaged over 230 rushing yards per game last year. That ranked 5th nationally, but Austin Aune has to improve at quarterback. Had some issues there last year. He's got to improve his accuracy and his decision-making. And it's going to be very interesting to see what Seth Luttrell does at that position and also what he's able to do for this team defensively. The Mean Green have the talent for me to go bowling. They've just got to start stronger than they did last year. Can't afford to start 1-4, 1-5, 1-6. And I don't believe they're going to do that necessarily, but I do believe they fall just short. That run game kind of saw a resurgence towards the end of the year. Teams are going to be able to stop it early on this year. Charlotte in at 5-7, 4-4. So 3 straight teams we have at 5-7, 4-4 based on the tiebreakers. This is how it all plays out. You look at Charlotte though, 5-7 last year for them too. Will Healy wants to get his 49ers to a bowl game. I think they're going to fall just short yet again. You know, Chris Reynolds, the dual threat QB, returns for what feels like his 10th year with the 49ers. And Charlotte might arguably have the best wide receiver core in the Conference USA. So it's a major boost for this offense. But like many of the teams within the Conference USA, Charlotte's defense was horrendous. The 49ers ranking 120th nationally defensively. And I don't believe their defense is going to be fixed just enough to get themselves that 1 extra win to go bowling. Charlotte falls just short, but I'm going to tell you right now, if there's any of these teams here, Middle Tennessee, North Texas, Charlotte, I think can go bowling, I think it's going to be the 49ers. Of those 5-7 teams, I would put my money more so on Charlotte right now, and obviously the strength behind Will Healy. Take a look at Rice coming in the bottom 3. You know, the Owls, are they close? I don't really know. You know, it's kind of the meme that's been going around social media now. Rice is close. What the heck does that even mean? I can tell you they're not going to be close to going to a bowl game this year, guys. The Owls went 4-8 last year, and once again, like Middle Tennessee, like North Texas, and like many of the other programs we've talked about, they have questions at the quarterback position, and they've got to find a way to figure that out. They do return 7 starters on defense, an area that actually could be a strength for Rice this year. But their non-conference slate is brutal. A road game at USC. They placed Louisiana, a 13-win team from last year. A road game at Houston. And their conference slate includes road games at North Texas and Western Kentucky. And then, of course, Texas San Antonio and UAB. And I don't think Rice is up to the standard to beating those squads, even though they did defeat the Blazers last year. So Rice, talent slowly getting there. You know, a couple of years ago, they were going 0-12, 1-11. They were abysmal. 4 wins and 3 conference victories isn't too bad. But obviously the Owls want to take that next step and go bowling. And I just don't think they're close enough yet. Last 2 teams, Louisiana Tech. This is going to be a disappointment for many. You know, they were doing so well under Skip Holtz and slowly started to peter out. They tried to go out and get a new, fresh face, and they hired Sonny Cumbie from Texas Tech coming in as the new head coach. 8 starters return on defense. That's huge for the Bulldogs, right? It's huge when you realize that they had one of the worst defenses in the conference last year. That's going to be a major issue. Again, like many of the teams we've talked about. Like another team that we've talked about, Louisiana Tech, has quarterback questions. Who is it going to be? And will they be able to do enough because they don't have any balance? The run game was atrocious for the Bulldogs last year, and we don't expect much of an improvement from them this year. So Sonny Cumbie, a lot of excitement generating first head coaching gig. We want the best for him, and I believe he's the right man for the job with Louisiana Tech. It's just not going to all start coming together in year one. We believe they go 4-8, 2-6. Keep in mind, road games at Missouri, Clemson, and UTSA are all on the schedule. And then finally, guys, Florida International, Mike McIntyre steps in as the head coach, former Colorado coach. He's been kind of a journeyman in recent years. But FIU, guys, they went 1-11 last year. 1-11 last year. So we actually think they triple their win total. The Panthers have not defeated an FBS opponent since 2019, when they actually somehow upset Miami. But they've lost 18 straight games to FBS opponents. I think that streak ends this year, but it will not come in conference play. It's going to be a big rebuilding project for Mike McIntyre. Florida International 3-9, and the seller of the Conference USA once again. So after all that, guys, you see now the top two teams are UTSA, the Roadrunners, UAB, the Blazers. They will meet in the Conference USA Championship game, and we believe that UTSA will win the Conference USA for the second year in a row. I still believe this is the best team in the conference. They are the most well-coached with Jeff Traylor. They might arguably have the best quarterback in the conference with Frank Harris, and the defense should improve as the year goes on. They know what it takes to win a championship. To me, it's very fitting that these two teams would be the ones that are playing for that title. UAB has been a dynasty with the Conference USA in recent years under Bill Clark. But obviously, from a coaching standpoint, I like UTSA a little bit better. From an offensive standpoint, I like UTSA a little bit better. And I believe the Roadrunners will capture their second straight Conference USA title. And with that win, we'll put them at 9. They'll have a shot to clinch their second straight double-digit win season if they can win their bowl game. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching us here at the Gridiron Expert on YouTube. Make sure to continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos, and of course, check out everything down in the description below, including those expert picks over on our website, thegridironexpert.com. Make sure to sign up for those today and become a part of our GE Nation. You can also do that by signing up for our Gridiron Expert Discord server. Link for that down in the description below. And once again, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on the Gridiron Expert.